Driver's just turned up. He had a little lay-in this morning. We're good to go. We're loaded up. We're just waiting for the guys to get some water and we're venturing on. Join us in this episode where we'll be visiting more hidden gems here in Cappadocia.
For those of you who don't know who I am, my name is James Kerwin, and this is me. I'm an architecture and interior photographer from the UK that is now based in Istanbul. I love shooting heritage, abandoned places, relics, ruins, hidden gems and ghost towns, as well as off the beaten path locations all around the world. You can catch my content weekly, well, when life doesn't take over. So why don't you join me for the ride by subscribing, and you can also check out my website in the description below. As you wander through the winding streets of our base for the week, Mustafa Pasha, you'll be transported back in time. This charming village, once known as Sinassos, carries a rich history dating back centuries. In the centre, there's a small former church. Its architecture tells the story of a bygone era, and surrounding it are stunning stone mansions and carved facades that are a testament to the craftsmanship of the locals. Explore further and you'll discover the sleepy village's connection to the Cappadocia region. The residents here once used these subterranean spaces of the underground cities as shelters during times of peril. Today, some of these have been transformed into fascinating art galleries, cafes, restaurants and cave hotels. But there's also another thing around the town that drew me to stay here: historical mansions. These mansions are a striking fusion of Ottoman and Greek architectural styles. Many of these grand residences were constructed during the 18th and 19th centuries, when the village was home to a prosperous Greek Orthodox community. And during my various trips through the town, the village mayor and some residents extended a warm invitation to me to capture some of the historical mansions before they were redeveloped into hotels, private homes or public places. During COVID times, the town won a tourism award, and the money received for this has been put to good use already, including updates to the town square and of course to these listed homes. Many of these spots are now under renovation, with the first one turned into a hotel and restaurant. Some of them are hotels or private homes, and one is now the information centre. Here's hoping others I've seen in the region, like the last two shown here, land a similar fate.
So it's mid-afternoon now, actually. Just had a rainstorm pass through. It's not actually been the most productive of days, and I didn't film actually that much because of the wet weather. We decided to take them off to the cave city, and they ventured around that for maybe 90 minutes or so. We've just had a huge storm pass. We're now in Greme. Huge storms past, you can kind of see it over there in the distance, and it's just eased off. It's a pretty epic one. Big, huge hailstones like dropping down on everyone. And we're photographing a church, which I'll show you in a minute. It's definitely an interesting spot. Got this central piece, which is pretty interesting. It's a fairly basic one, but it's cool. It's interesting. It's got kind of nice shapes, which looks kind of cool. This central step area, which I'm now climbing all over. It's quite famous-ish, I suppose, for portrait model shoots. It's a place where people come because it's a little bit hidden away from the main crowded areas. In terms of photos, not too keen on mine from here. I did one back in last August or October and took a snap of it, and I'm not too keen on it. It's not the best one that I've ever done, for instance, but it looks quite interesting, like as in from straight on position. You've kind of got these carved cut bits of rock which look cool, and it's a panoramic top, middle and bottom, and here it is on the screen. So that's us here, we're done. We're going to move on. More to come from here in Cappadocia, of course. I'm hoping the weather, like I said, clears up. We're going to finish off for the day with another sunset shot. I say sunset, there's not going to be really one, but we're going to basically base ourselves somewhere for the end of the day. That's the idea. So yeah, let's get moving. We are in the Red Valley, Cappadocia, and finally we've been treated to some stunning light. There was a storm, there was light coming over, and we're grabbing some photographs in 2 directions, if not 3. This is where the cave church is, just down here, and the light at the moment is fantastic all around. You can see this kind of cool glow in the distance. Everyone's in different positions, grabbing different photographs. But it's been totally worth it. We waited out for about, probably a couple of hours now, waiting for the light to kick off, and kick off it has. And probably only going to get better too, because right there is going to probably go purple right above our heads. Yeah, let's see what we capture. Earlier on, I was just down in this crouched position here by my tripod. And we got really lucky because actually rainbow basically came right between those 2 peaks that you see just there in the frame. Now we've got a completely different scene altogether. It's changed completely in the space of, I don't know, less than an hour, 45 minutes or so. The storm's gone over, drifted away, and the rainbow shots are probably going to be pretty cool, but I don't know exactly how it looks on the right hand side. Quite a panic to get everything in together, but I think it's going to look quite cool. We had this funny moment actually where there was 2 people, you can see them down there now, and they were walking up, and just as the rainbow kicked off in the centre of these 2 peaks, they were like halfway up the shot. So everybody's like shouting at them like, rainbow! And you just see them like legging it up the hill, which was pretty funny. I don't think they knew quite what was happening, to be honest. It's quite funny. And I'm going to also put my photos from inside the church from earlier last year as well. I've done a couple of compositions inside the actual church. It's an awesome hike up. The guys have really enjoyed themselves, and yeah, I think it's going to be quite fun getting down as well. Fun? Sums us up. Really epic location. Like I say, 2 shots through the arch. People were shooting that way, people were shooting off this side into that direction, and even over pointing into the valley as well. So pretty cool. yeah, it's been a great day again, actually, probably a brilliant end to the day. Yeah, if you like this video, comment below, hit subscribe. You'll be alerted when the next video goes live. Until then, bye for now. See you all soon. Wish us luck getting down.